Okay, so today's project, I've got an old hydraulic ram or hydraulic cylinder that I've reconditioned, put new seals in. The ram was spare. It was from a piece of machinery at work that we just put a new ram in, and so I ended up with this spare one. Nothing to do with it, so I thought I would make a log splitter. My friend Bob had some leftover metal, so I grabbed that. So pretty much I thought, let's get on with it. Okay, so I've got these old square quarter plates that I'm going to make the blade out of. I'll just machine my wedges. I'm going to weld them on like this. And then put the other plate on so that it goes down to the end like that. Put a weld on the back and create the wedge with this, and it'll be reasonably strong. That's the plan. See how that works out. So it'd be nice to have an 1.25 inch thick piece of billet that I can just mill a wedge out of, but I don't have a piece and I'm not going to go and buy it, so this is what I'm going to use. The welder I'm going to use is the Weld Pro MIG 2110. If I turn it on, come up. So what I want to do is first of all select MIG steel, select that, 75% argon, 25% carbon dioxide. I'm going to do that. My diameter wire is 35 and we're cutting 1/4 inch. That's it. That's as easy as that to set it up, and that will weld 1/4 inch perfectly. So I'm not a welder, never have professed to be a welder, never had a welding lesson in my life. I taught myself how to weld because I had a rusty old British sports car and no money. So this is as best as I can do, and This is how I do it. Okay, so that's the bottom half of the axe head made, so let's weld the other half on. Okay, so this is the split apart or manufactured. I milled it off so it's square there, so it will sit flat. Milled it off there, and that was what the weld looked like. So the weld's gone. It's good and it's reasonably sharp. It's only mild steel, but or hot rolled steel, so it's. If I find that this edge starts to not be strong enough, then what I'll do is I'll just weld a bit of EN18 on there or something like that, something nice and tough. But I think this is going to be fine. I keep flip-flopping around as to how I'm going to mount it, as to whether to mount it on a flat plate, in which case I've only got that much of split available, or whether to mount it on some sort of rod or something. Not sure yet. Work in progress. think I'll clean that up on the mill. Be easy to mill that off, that last bit. Okay. This is why you wear safety glasses. A bit of that go through your eye. Really good, these cutting discs, but when they fail very, very well. So that's nicely cut out. Now the channel will sit in here. Always clamp it down. If you don't clamp it down, you cut your end of your thumb off. So safety. Lubrication required on my chuck. That's pretty good, these carbide drills. Quite pleased with these. Yeah. Okay, so that's for the ram, and these are for the return springs. Looks good. Okay, so I've mounted the end support on with the back support, bolted the ram on with the spring mounts. The center support doesn't need any lateral support, it's just there to hold it in place, so that's not taking any load at all. So the majority of this is galvanised, right? I've cleaned off as much of the galvanised or the zinc as I can where I'm welding, but you can't be sure you've got it all. So that's why I'm using the respirator. And I did that as a double pass. You can see actually it's already pretty good. A little bit there, that's not quite as clean, but that's going to be fine. As I said, I'm not a welder. I do what I do, and I'm quite happy with that. So I've had a change in design. Instead of having that plate that way as with a rear support, because it would only have just the blade penetration in the log, I've decided to go with this, where that's going to mount on there, so the log can pass past this upright. This is going to be strong enough that way, and also I've done it so that I can actually move it for different size logs, and I'm going to mount this on a plate so this can come up and down a few holes to adjust for the height of the logs as well. So I think this is going to be a better design. It allows for more push through with the ram, and it to be a bit more adjustable. Okay, so I've got the new upright manufactured. I've milled the bottom off so it's nice and flat, and it will sit on here. I've made it so it's now going to be adjustable. Now I've got to just bolt the wedge on, which I've welded to a plate with captive nuts. Just bolt that on there. Everything I've managed to get here, all this galvanized channel and galvanized nuts and bolts, is totally recycled off a friend of mine who owns a boat lift company, and these are bits that he's had left over from his projects. So thank you very much, Bob. The ram came free because it was broken, and it cost me, I think it was $15 or $10 for a seal kit. So far this is a $15 manufacture. That's now going to go on there. It's about middle of the ram. This was where I changed tack, so I'm going to have to fill those in, weld this up to make that more rigid. But I think this is a better plan. And that's going to bolt on there or there. I just need to through these holes because they're not through at the moment because of this. So I think I'll stick it up on the mill, the whole thing, and just reacquire these holes and make those all the way through. And then I don't think I'm going to use, I don't think I'm going to weld nuts on here. I'm just going to use nuts and bolts. I know I use captive nuts here, but that was because of the shape of the blade. So far so good. I like my projects when they're all very fluid, and I don't have a fixed plan. I have a kind of fixed plan at the start, but sometimes my plans change as I decide that my original plan wasn't quite correct. So this is going to start the split, and then this angle here will split the log more, and then the ram can carry on through and push the log all the way out, and the ram can actually reach here. So yeah, so far so good. These DROs are so handy. I know this is these are 3-inch centres, so just whack it over 3 inches and you're good to go. stopped using the coolant feed unless I'm doing a big job, because I find this pretty good. This anti-loop. I used to have coolant spraying everywhere, but now for little jobs like this, overloaded it. So I've got it running on a low speed, and there's a shutdown. Because it's I've got a half and half hold here, so it's trying to grab. There was a hole which on this side was half and half, so it's trying to grab, and rather than it drop through, grab and snap the drill off, the star drive sees the current spike and shuts it down. So it's really handy, especially when you're running it on slower speeds and you've got all that torque. It would snap this drill in a heartbeat. But it saw it grab it and it just shut it off, and then you can just restart and carry on. Okay, great. So move the tool onto the face, 0, and now just got to go in 1 inch. So the shaft is 1.25 inches, and this is 320 thou under. Okay, so a little bit more to do. I'll put that back on the face, 0 again. Let's find the edge. Speed it up a bit. Zero the DRO. suppose there we go, and 0 that. So the thickness of my toggle there is 0.1, so adjust the bed this way 50 thou. Come on, where are you? 50 thou. Okay, zero that off. So that is this edge, but I actually want this edge in here, and that is 1 inch away. So the hole is 1/2 inch and it's 1/4 inch off the end of the shaft, so that means the centre of the hole is 1/2 inch, so I need to go in 1/2 inch, and that should find me the centre of the hole in the shaft. So dial it in 1/2 inch. It is, and 0 that. Okay, so now we are in the centre. I've already found that way. Shall I do that again? Could do this. Let's find the centre of here. It is there. Do that, and then move it this way to 50 thou. Yeah, 0 that. Okay, so we're on the hole there and we're on this edge, and the thickness of this should be 2 inches. Which it is. So come in 1 inch. And that is the centre. Where is it? 98, 99. There. And 0 there. So I've now got the centre and the centre of where the hole is. So let's centre drill in. Everything to 0. And it is there. Okay, let's drill a hole. What I was going to make a complaint about this stuff is it you get a little dried blob on the end, and sometimes you have to clear that first. Other than that, it works fine. Okay. So a little bigger. Careful, that's sharp, that stuff. I don't want to cut myself. Okay, that's going in with the right size now. Slow this down a bit, don't want it going that fast. Okay. Get off. Just get the burrs off it. These are pretty good tools, I like these. Nice and easy. Get it through into there. Okay. Little burr on there still. Perfect. Okay, give it a blowout and put it on. Okay, let's see how accurate we got that hole. It's a nice snug fit. Oh, the hole is perfect. Excellent. Okay, so I just need to weld this on the push plate and bolt it on. And I think we're about done. Okay, so get that in the centre, but I thought if I put the bolt horizontal like the ram was, I'm not going to be able to get the bolt in, so I'm going to put it at like 45 degrees so that I can get the bolt in easy. Maybe up and down. Just tack that there. Place in the middle, here it is. One. Ah. Okay. That's on. Nuts. Come on. There we go. Somehow tension these. That can be fun. I'll push it out and tighten that one. Now, got to stretch that over there. Quick, get it in there. Come on, come on. Oh. Hold on. Well, it's half in. Little tap. God. Okay. Whoa, in. Whew. Get a nut on it before that comes off. Okay. Let's try the other one. See if that one's going to be as much fun. Oh gosh. Whew, okay. I don't know whether it's actually easier just to pull it. Yeah, I think it's going to be just easier just to pull it and try and pop that in. If I can hold it with one hand though, put that halfway in. Try that. Oh, there you go. There. Perfect. No problem at all. Oh. Guess we connect it up and see what happens. Okay, so I wasn't forward thinking enough to have a log here, so I've got this bit of 4x4 Guess that can do. Hang on. Well, I guess it's not a very good test, but it does split really easily. So it returns okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I will get some logs and test it out properly, but really hasn't cost me much at all to make it. Great. So this end piece I'm probably going to cut off somewhere. This is nicely movable. This is removable so I can sharpen it or repair it. This can't spin because it's locked in here and here. Put some nice little acorn nuts on that. Didn't seem to flex at all, though I wasn't really giving it a serious test. Amazing what you can make out of just stuff you have laying around. Sometimes it's just a matter of seeing the opportunity in something that's broken to make it into something else. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I certainly have. It's fun. I'm going to take it down the lease and we'll get some proper logs on it, some oak, and I'll do a quick follow-up video with that. Well, there you go, that's that finished. I don't have an awful lot of logs that I need splitting. It's just down the lease, probably once or twice a year, but it does save me getting the sledgehammer and chisels out, which I don't like doing anymore. But pretty good. It didn't cost much. I think the only thing I actually physically paid for was the seals in the ram for this project. I already had the hydraulic pump, and Bob was kind enough to give me the steel, so it was just a bit of welding and a bit of time and some fun. So I hope this has given you some ideas on what you can do. Always keep your eye out for things that are broken, and sometimes you can just use them for something else. Hope you're subscribed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you. Bye.